Where the Gator Bowl once stood, now stands this facility. Everbank Field, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Devin Lloyd on the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Penix here from the gun. That's incomplete left side. First time this game they've looked to him. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Penix working from the gun. He's running for it. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. You've aids them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. That's taken at the 15. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. It's up close to the 30.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We've got to see what this flag is all about. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Agnew on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Onto the field comes the Atlanta offense for the 2nd time. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Now Penix off the play action. Got a man, it's Drake London. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. They gain 14 on the play, and the Falcons will have a first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route, and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a pickup of 11, and it's good for an Atlanta first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Mooney downfield, and he has it. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Blowing now on first down. Penix. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. From the shotgun, Penix. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he will manage a little before being forced into a slide, as that's going to chip something off this upcoming third down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Third down, it's Penix. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Penix looking to run with it. And he's not able to escape. His own read doesn't work. It's going to cost him a couple of yards, too.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Second and 13. Catch is made in close. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. Penix. And the Jaguars are there. He's all down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
After the sack, offense dealing with 3rd and goal now from the 10. Penix looking to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense, not on that one.
So now on 4th down, the Falcons elected to send Young Hwei Koo after the field goal.
A
The 27-yard look here. Koo able to put it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Second drive coming up for the Jacksonville offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Here's ETN on 1st down. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Lawrence working from the gun. He's got Thomas on a slant. All right, short of the marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
It's a gain of 8.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Lawrence here running a sneak. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. 1, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me and I think many scratching our heads.
They're going to try with ETN. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably.
That's a dream come true right there as a play caller, Kate. You leave the offense out there on 4th and inches. You try to pound it forward just to move those chains, but you get the best of both worlds. You move the chains for a lot more.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Job 1 of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Lawrence has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Inside handoff goes to ETN. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 2.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. 7-3 is our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. We're back for the start of the second quarter. Jaguars have the ball and a chance at 6. Going to the ground again on first. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They bring Thomas in motion. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars now lead by 10. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jaguars drive their lead to 11.
Jaguars 14, Falcons 3.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Agnew on the return. Jukes out a one-stop. And this drive will start inside the 25. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. It's a 14-3 ball game as they take over following the score. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Penix. He lofts one deep, center of the field. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though. Here we get 2nd down.
When that ball left his hands, Kate, he envisioned a massive play, and he nearly saw it happen for all the wrong reasons. What a great effort there defensively to track the ball and be in position to nearly pick it.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop pick gives him new life. This is 2nd down. To the air with Penix. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. He will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Penix is going to throw again. Hits him on the out route. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Robinson up the middle. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10, run to Robinson. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Play fake, Penix. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Okay, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Algier. So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. From the 19. Now here he goes. And he's tackled for no gain.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That time, nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Penix here from the gun. Taking off with it again. And they take this in for the score. The Falcons make it a one-score game in the first half. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown.
Hey, Kate, that play, I don't think it started out as a touchdown run. I think he was thinking 1st down, but all of a sudden, a little bit of space opened up, those afterburners kicked in, and he made himself and his team a phenomenal play.
Coup with the extra points. And the Falcons cut the lead down to 4.
14. Falcons 10.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Parker Washington with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Hauled in left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line to gain.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Caught quickly on the slant. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. From the 47. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to. It made contact. That flag came out. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. Motioning one of the tight ends. They'll run here following the penalty. He's out in the clear. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Complete left side to Thomas. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 9 here. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Has it in close. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars now lead by 10.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
On is Little for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jaguars drive their lead to 11.
Falcons 10.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Agnew on the return. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. They find themselves down 21-10 as they take over. Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They'll get 18 yards there. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Penix now on 1st down. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
From the shotgun, Penix. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now they have 3rd and short.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Penix on the sneak. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Again, Penix will keep it. He gets him inside the 40. That's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
Had to be a missed assignment somewhere on that play, and the QB capitalizes with an excellent gain. There's got to be an adjustment made, so even when the QB keeps it himself on the read option, that gain is minimized.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Here's a handoff for Algier. And they take him down right along the 30. It's a gain of 4. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Robinson on the inside give. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
At the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 28. Finds him over the middle. And they won't manage a ton. This gets to about the 26. Stopped by Foye Oluoku.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
He's running for it. And he's got him that first down as he hits the deck safely. They're going to be looking at 1st and goal. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. He's got it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
At the Jaguars' 3-yard line.
Penix working from the gun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. The gun, they'll look to throw. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a 1-score game before halftime. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But at that defense, we're flying around and making the play.
And that goes for 36 yards. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 28. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's another Jaguars 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Jacksonville has its offense out there to start this 3rd quarter. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Etienne gets it on his own read. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
They're set up at the 35 now. They go right back to Etienne. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Butkus, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
Lawrence facing 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
Here's Etienne on 1st down. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. And after the play, one of the Falcons still out there injured. So we'll get a brief stoppage here as they check on him. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. On play action now, Lawrence. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football. And once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Lawrence throwing here. Caught, nice gain left side. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
That's good.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain to find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. That's a perfect play to break it big.
They'll give this up the middle to ETN. That's a solid block in there. Springs him for 8. It's going to be second down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. ETN again. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Now it's Lawrence. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
ETN. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Tootin gets it from the gun. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. So the holding backs him up. They'll try to get that back and then some on 2nd and goal. Lawrence looking to throw. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Lawrence on 3rd and goal. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
That's why these coaches get paid, Kate, what they get paid. You got to make adjustments. That's a different look at defense than the one we saw in the first half. And you got to keep fighting, keep scratching, keep clawing, because that effort is going to be key here the rest of the way.
A 37-yard attempt.
Little knocks it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Well, they'll take it. Some points to add a little to what's still a pretty small lead. Eventually, I think we all know they've got to find a way to reach the end zone.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. On the return, here's Ray McLeod. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now here come the Falcons on offense. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. carry for Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Penix on 3rd down. That one complete to Pitts. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. He gets 6 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Next on the crosser. And he will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing from the pistol, Penix. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped it incomplete on 1st down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down. 2nd and 10, Penix to throw. Hits him on the in route. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Handoff for Robinson, running right. Escapes a defender. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Such a magnificent run. Quick story time. My first NFL start. Ricky Watters does the same thing. Gets the ball inside and near that goal line. And I get in the huddle. Ricky says, give Ricky the ball. Time to give Ricky the ball. You pay off a running back after such a tremendous effort.
Algier. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal. Running it after the penalty. Jukes one defender. And he drives this forward to the 6. A gain of 5 gets him some yards back, but still some ground to cover. 2nd and goal coming up.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Penix here from the gun. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Falcons start the 2nd half with some needed points. Michael Penix Jr., the touchdown.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest, because he is doing damage with his legs.
Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons tie this game up. Following the play, one of the Jaguars in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Washington now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence to throw it. Short pass brought in. And this goes out of bounds as we've got a penalty flag in the backfield, Brock. This could be roughing the passer. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
Big catch made, and he got both feet in. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Raheem Morris in strong disagreement with that call. He's going to challenge this.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence. Finds a man right side. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Facing 4th down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. Little knocks it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. McLeod now returning it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Falcons ready for their next possession. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Penix. Mooney downfield, and he has it. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. It's a 31-yard play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
From Little League football to the NFL, that is a play that a safety dreams of. Sees that toss play coming and is able to come downhill and knock it backwards.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Penix. Hauled in by Mooney, left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. He's got the first down grab and still going. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Atlanta.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10. Tight end going in motion here. From the red zone now. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. That throw intended for Drake London. So second down coming up.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Again, Penix to the air. Jump off, caught by his back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. And again, it's Penix. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're staring at a 4th down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this is a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Washington now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say, on offense, let every drive end in a kick. The bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal.
First down throw, Lawrence. Here comes the screen for Etienne. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
All right, here we go. Second down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Third down and 11.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They'll motion Brown right. Throwing is Lawrence on third down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
On for the Jaguars to punt it away. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Give to Bijan. Juke the defender. And what a big play that was on 1st down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. Here's Robinson up the middle. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
2nd and 3 now. Man in motion out of the slot. On 2nd down, Robinson takes out a one-stop, and they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. And you feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
He keeps it and takes off. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
3rd down, it's Penix. Oh, he lost the football! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. They motion the slot man right. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Once again here, 2nd and 10. Throw left side, caught by Brown. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's a give to ETN. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. I love the call, Brock, but wrong situation there. The defense closes that sweep out behind the line.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Lawrence working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Kicked well, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Agnew on the return. Escapes a defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. London going to motion over right. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Penix working from the gun. He's keeping it. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Robinson on the inside give. Great decision to bounce this outside. Brock gets him about 8 yards on the run. It's 2nd down.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. The offenses love execution plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. The jumpiness backs him up. Now 6 to go on 2nd down. To the air with Penix. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Throwing now on 1st down. Penix. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught.
Complete to Darnell Mooney. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Penix here from the gun. And downfield, and he finds London. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. A gain of 27 yards there. And the Falcons will have a first.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage, creating opportunities for big completions.
And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's second down.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
He'll look to throw it. They'll try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Robinson. He's dropped a big stop in a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. After the loss, it's second and goal from the 5. Setting up to pass. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Now to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal.
You only get so many chances to make this type of play for your team. Boy, you'd love to see him come through there.
Younghoe Koo out for the field goal. Pressure hanging over this kick. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
It's such a confidence builder to a sideline, to an entire team, Kate, when you can rely and trust your kicker in these big moments. He tied it up, and now it's incumbent upon his defense to do their job.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Washington now to return. This makes it up to the 25. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30. Well, Brock, 4 quarters, couldn't decide a winner. And now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoff. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop, too. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. Washington now to return. And And this drive will start inside the 25. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
On the ground to begin this drive with Etienne. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
On second down, it's Etienne. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
All right, needing 3 yards here on third down if they want to keep this opening drive of overtime going. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Running it here with Etienne. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
Down at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes second and 2. Lawrence now off the play action. Throwing deep for the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That play is so impressive on so many levels, not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or let him establish possession for the score. That is so, so good.
They put a receiver in motion here left. On third and 2, here's Lawrence. He has the first over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's another Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throwing on first down, Lawrence. The Falcons getting close, and they take him down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Trying again, following the set. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to third down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
So, not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Out of the gun, Lawrence. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Third down stop. They were walking off the field, but that offense, Brock, that offense didn't move. They saw roughing the passer, and they are ready to continue this drive. Never a good time to rough the passer, Brock, but third down, that hurts even more. Gives him the first. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. Sending a receiver left. From the red zone now. He brings it in. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars claim a 6-point lead. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
One touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game. But when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Falcons 30.
Well, in past years, this game would have been over on that score. But starting this year, their opponents get to respond as we are back underway. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now here come the Falcons on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Now he gets a shot here in overtime. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up second down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Called in by Mooney, left side. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
It's Penix yet again. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Again, Penix to the air. Dumps it off to Robinson. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
They send the tight end in motion. And again, it's Penix. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 3rd and short.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Penix is going to throw again. That one complete to Pitts. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Penix on first down. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Just something off in the rhythm of the passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
This entire game hinges on them finding the end zone, Brock, as they come up on second down. Penix here from the gun. And it's a touchdown. The new overtime rules gave him a chance to answer, partner, and they came through. This game is not over yet.
Hey, 3 touchdown games aren't unusual for a quarterback, but we normally see him through the air. This QB's legs have been a problem for this defense today.
Now for the point after. That's going to end this in a tie or a loss. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons bring it back to even. Now, these new overtime rules have given us quite the game here, haven't they? Now it is next score wins as we're off again. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
All right, Brock, both teams have had their opening salvos. Next score wins it in OT as they come up on second down. Once again here, 2nd and 10. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. That one missed the mark. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Give all the credit to the coverage on that one. Even with plenty of time to throw, they never gave him a lane to complete it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
All set up now for 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. He finds him 6 yards on that 1st down run.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you could be a Pro Bowler.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Motioning the tight end now. From the 44 here on 2nd down. That pass caught by Strange. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Here's ETN on 1st down. And he's not going to manage managed to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
He was brought down.
An offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out. Because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. ETN again. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. 12 yards on that play and a good call, and that's him the first.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And that'll leave him with just 1 remaining in overtime. Cam Little now in a high-pressure spot. It's a 38-yard look here.
A 38-yard attempt.
The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead. So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And they only needed to set him up with a shot to connect and win it with 3, and his aim was true to make it happen and put an end to this competitive ball game. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.